When the Wurmbrand family was ransomed out of Romania to the United States, Richard and Sabina began an international speaking tour with a focus on three things: the historical persecution that Christians have suffered since the beginning of the church over 2,000 years ago, the persecution of Christians that is happening now, and the persecution that Christians everywhere need to be prepared for. And as a result of his message, the Voice of the Martyrs Canada and 17 other organizations around the world were founded. VOM Canada, which started in 1971, is currently working in more than 30 countries around the world with dozens of projects to strengthen our persecuted family. But Richard never intended VOM to be a rescue mission. He didn't envision the liberation of Christians in hostile nations by bringing them to the West, where they would be free from persecution. Pastor Wurmbrand understood that true liberation, true freedom for those behind the Iron Curtain was Jesus Christ. That's why VOM Canada's primary focus is not on relocation, but in loving and encouraging the persecuted church in the places where they're best suited to minister, right where they are. In his book, Tortured for Christ, Richard shares this plea from the persecuted for their ministries: give us the tools we need, and we will pay the price for using them. Today, you and I are faced with this challenge. Will we provide the tools to the persecuted church, our brothers and sisters in Christ, so they can fulfill the work of the church around the world in these restricted nations? Through VOM, Christians in Canada have already come alongside the persecuted church by helping bring the gospel into North Korea by radio and Bible-filled balloons. They're helping bring evangelistic and discipleship radio programs to Egypt, Somalia, Eritrea, and Iraq. You help Kelly, a Christian widow whose young husband Pabel was killed for his evangelism, to build a house and continued evangelistic work in Colombia. You've trained church planters to minister in some of the most dangerous parts of Pakistan. You help bring emotional, medical, and spiritual healing to traumatized Christians in countries like Nigeria and South Sudan. The ultimate goal of the Voice of the Martyrs has never changed: to encourage and equip Christians to glorify God by bringing the Great Commission in the spirit of the Great Commandment to every hostile and restricted nation, to challenge and invite Christians in Canada to pray, to be a voice for the persecuted, and to encourage and equip the persecuted church around the world, and also to learn from them to become mature disciples of Jesus Christ.